Hello everyone. Now we're going to discuss the decline push-up hold or the decline push-up midway holds. Now for this one, as we did in the last week, the previous version was push-up midway hold. You're going to make it a little difficult. This is the progression for that exercise. For this one, you're going to find a platform or an object that is a minimum of 4 inches off the floor. 6 inches is a good platform or height to start with, but a few books or a box or something that can allow you to be at 6 inches above the floor level with your feet is going to work very well. So you get down into a plank position, but with your feet on that platform rather than the floor. This is increase the resistance or the load on your shoulders and allow this push-up midway hold to become a little harder, and not too hard though, for you to progress to. Over the coming weeks, you're going to be able to bring this higher and higher and progress into a midway pike hold. So as you hold this, make sure that the points of the push-up or a plank are totally adhered to, because you want your wrist to be right under your shoulders and not before that or above that. This will make sure that your shoulders are functioning properly and you're able to take your shoulders properly forward. Now you start doing a push-up, but you don't go completely down. You stop at the halfway mark and then you try to lean forward enough, squeezing your hip, squeezing your thighs and keeping your knees totally locked. Now as you hold this position, make sure that your chest is squeezing, your shoulders are squeezing and your triceps are also squeezing at the same time. You maintain some pressure in your hip, but more than your hip, you maintain a pressure on your core. You try to squeeze your core away from the floor as much as possible. This will increase the resistance on your shoulders, triceps and your chest. Now you hold this for a minimum of 10 to 15 seconds. You try to progress to 30. If you can hold 30, it might be a time for you to increase the load, or you can go up to 60 if you can and then increase the load. So this was the midway push-up hold for you. Now we're going to discuss the regress version for this exercise for those people who cannot do a full push-up at all. For those people, knee push-up midway hold will be a good one, but these people might have a problem with squeezing the core hard, because not being able to squeeze your core hard is the primary reason why people cannot do full push-ups. It is not the strength in your shoulders, your triceps and your chest. It's rather the strength and the synchronization between your core and your chest that prevents people from doing a proper push-up. So we're going to do a regress knee version for this, but this time instead of your knees being on the floor, you're going to keep your knees on the raised platform at least about 4 inches above the floor. 6 inches is a good height level. And then what do you do is you try to do a push-up. You go only halfway down and you hold that position. Make sure that your core is squeezed hard enough that it's trying to move away from the floor and not towards the floor. As you tuck your core in, you squeeze your chest out, you squeeze your triceps and your shoulders and try to lean forward while still maintaining the pressure in your core. And you hold this for a minimum of 30 seconds. You increase to 45 and 60, and then you might want to increase the weight or the load on this exercise. So that was the push-up midway hold for you, the knee version or the regress version of a full push-up.